Hello everyone, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, in the last video, we mostly started the lantern rite, and so now we really just need to wait like 2 hours. So I'm just gonna fast forward the time. Okay. Yep.
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Kaching strikes again.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right, time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. That can wait for another time.
Oh,
Oh,
Connie?
she knows something?
what's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait,
Okay,
what
then.
do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
I love these two. I love the pairing
Be
between
it
them.
but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure the wind guided you here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts?
Whoops. Finger slipped.
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
And we're here. Ooh, this is nice. This was recently added here.
Why did they have to do that transfer?
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, he will handle it.
Really, Paimon?
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Okay, so we need to go right about here. I immediately, when they started mentioning a weird melody, my mind went immediately to Venti. Because I do know that he is involved in the story. Because of some things I've seen. But that's about it. So, my mind immediately went there. Oh, there's a chest here I haven't gotten. I'll get that later.
Byron said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
Yelan.
Leon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack!
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
You know anything about the strange music?
Ah, You're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
These events always feel like far more open the more characters that are connected to each region. So, since the last Lantern Rite, really the only Liyue characters that have been added
The stuff
are
by the door is in pretty good
Yelan.
condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
Actually, yeah, I think Yelan's the only recent Liyue character added, but she does do a lot, so it would make sense she would be around.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all. The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Actually, something that I recently found out is that apparently that coat Yelan is wearing belongs to one of the Harbingers. It belongs to the captain, which I'm very interested to know the story about that.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence.
It's not obvious at first sight. To be honest, I was only able to put it all together because of some background knowledge about this area. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight,
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
Time to act.
and we just need a follower. I do like how they've added this into
Here, look at
certain
this.
stories. It makes
These
the,
tracks are superficial, but
the
they
game feel a little
definitely
more
didn't occur
open, like the
naturally.
world itself.
Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Because usually in stories like this, you just go to a specific
I never embark on a journey without a
specific
good book to
spot.
accompany me.
and a character would just suddenly talk. But now, you actually can follow characters,
Their
and
pace
they'll
is
follow
increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Feels weird that when you play as a character, their like entire body and such is made to be bigger than characters in cutscenes and such. Like, look at the size of Xingqiu's head compared.
There
Look
they
at
are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent!
look at the traveler's
Not the
head
treasure hoarders
compared
again.
to Yelan's.
It's so close to Lantern Rite, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
I think this team is pretty good at dealing with groups of enemies, because I can use Thenti's burst to collect them, and Nahida's skill will allow them all to take damage from each other. And then
Hey,
Clay and Xingqiu are just
who are
pretty good
you?
all around.
Where did you come from?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Oh. It's loading them all in. So, yes, it gives me Yelan. Is there anybody else here? Just him? Okay then. Oh. Wow, that did not go well. Wow, it is lagging.
God curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Gotcha.
Oh, needs a second to, yep, load in because of the way I killed him. Sorry about
Mercy!
that.
Have mercy!
I like the way she
It's
looked
a little
when
late
I
for
killed him.
that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy, I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me, I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Well done, Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
I feel like Kuching...
You helped a lot with the investigation and
Oh,
arrest
never mind.
anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
True, because she does work in, like, the
I'm
shadows.
such a pro at this.
She's like
With her
Batman.
taking it from here, it's as good as resolved.
Well,
Whoosh!
she's more like the
Random
FBI.
event, a strange melody complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Why is it a shame?
Because Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy. When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Well, psychology has proven that depending on the type of music you listen to can, in fact, influence your mood. So, that is something. It comes down to ill will of the user.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again! Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event reward.
Yep, so we gotta go back and meet with her. Just gonna glide from that rock. Because of Venti's passive, I don't use as much stamina when I glide. I do wish he had more of an original one than sharing the exact same talent, passive as Amber and Kale, but, I mean, I guess it makes sense for both of their characters too, but...
These bombs, so...
I kind of expected the Archons to kind of have their own passive events, like passives. Kind of like how Nahida can use her elemental skill to grab consumable items, because she's the only character who can do that. I was expecting something like that through each of the Archons. Kind of like Venti and Raiden's, not Venti, Zhongli and Raiden's are pretty much the exact same. I think they are the same, actually.
Byron, we're
No,
back!
they're not.
Everything's all sorted!
I remember.
That's great news.
They're similar,
please
but not
wait
the
here
same.
a moment, if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Zhongli's passive is about making polearms, and Raiden's is about leveling them up. Oh,
My
here's
greetings to
Ningguang.
both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
I remember.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. Oh. Something's happening. Is it a cutscene? Yep, it's a cutscene. Oh, nope, it's this. It's the way I get primos. Oh, that's interesting. I like how they're each a silhouette of a certain character. Oh, and I can see Chi-Chi's and Yao Yao. Like, Chi-Chi and Yao Yao are both in this one. This is Yunjin, Beidou, and Yelan.
Dodoko? Dodo?
Oh, wow. Oh, I get it. Each of these are their own quests. Makes sense. And I'm gonna do Yao Yao's. Wow.
Oh, where are you?
Only makes sense to do hers. I wonder if these are just, are they just gonna be like simple little side quests, like with what happened during the one event in Inazuma, the previous festival? I forget what it was called. Yep, it's one of these. So if it isn't actually voiced, so there's not really that much importance to it, especially because, well, not too much of an importance. What I mean. So these are the kind of things I can do off camera that won't really impact the story. Well, I mean, technically they do impact the story, but that's not what I mean. These are mostly just unlocked to basically get minigames where I can earn primos. That's really about it. I'm just gonna try to get through this. I'm not sure if I have to do all of these first, or if I can continue the normal Lantern Rite events, but we'll see. Just gonna get through this real quickly. Okay. Well, yep, that's it. So these unlock these minigames, which, yep, as you can see, I'm at this current time, not all of the Lanternite things are unlocked.
These bombs, so heavy.
Yep. So I can continue the main story. And there's these. I'm assuming I have to complete this, yep, in order to get one of the 3 Liyue characters. So these are all the characters I can choose from. So I'm gonna do Yao Yao because I have everybody else. And I don't really use any of them besides, like these 3. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, Beidou, Xingqiu, and Ningguang will be on Hu Tao's rerun banner. And I do plan on pulling for her, so I'm most likely going to get constellations for them anyway. And I only need like 2 more constellations for Xingqiu until he's at C6, so anyways. So I'm not going to miss this opportunity to get Yao Yao. But I think that's about it for now, so I think I'm going to end this video here. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you like and subscribe, and have a great day.
どこ